All right, number 4. I did this one earlier, but I made a mistake, and so I deleted it, and I didn't want y'all to waste your time, so we're just going to start over on this one. I'm going to write the augmented matrix. And let's see here. Remember your goal here, 1, 0, 0, 1, constants. Always think about the goal. I'm going to approach this one a little bit different than I did last time. I'm going to do a row swap. I'm going to swap around row 1 and row 2. That gets a 1 where I want a 1. Now I'm going to handle this. I need this to be a 0. So row 2 is row 2 minus 5 row 1s. So 1, 1, 1/4. 5 minus 5 1s is, last I checked, 0. -4 minus 5 1s is -9. And now I'm doing 20 minus 5 quarters. It's going to be 80 over 4 minus 5 over 4, which is 75 over 4. All right. And here's where it starts getting ugly. It starts getting really ugly, doesn't it? Anyways, the next move is to make this a 1. So row 2 is row 2 divided by -9. 0 divided by -9 is 0. -9 divided by -9 is 1. If we take 75 divided by 4 and divide it by -9, it becomes 75 over -9 times 4, which is 75 over -36, which does reduce. 75 over -36, those both divisible by 3. I think, yeah, they are. That's -25/12. And the last goal here is to make this guy a 0. So row 1 is row 1 minus row 2. 1 minus 0 is still 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. I'm doing 1/4 minus a -25/12. That's going to become plus plus, right? It's plus plus. I'm going to turn this into a 12. So I multiplied by 3. So I multiply by 3. That's 3 12s plus 25 12s, which is 28 12s. 28 and 12 are both divisible by 4, becomes 7/3. This is an ugly problem. I won't be that mean to you. I won't be. It's a non-calculator part. You put fractions without a calculator on a test, and 90% of the student body misses it. Even with a calculator, it's 50-50. Find the value of the determinant. The determinant of a matrix that contains the elements A, B, C, and D would be AD minus CB. So I'm going to do 3 times 9, because they are in the positions of A and D, and I'm going to take away the upward diagonal, 7 times 8. 3 times 9, last I checked, was 27. 7 times 8 is 56. And 27 minus 56, I hope, is -29. Or I probably shouldn't be teaching math today. That seems right to me. I feel like it's right. I'm going with it. And another one of these solve for x's. Here we have this determinant form. We're going to do the downward diagonal first. 8 times 5. Take away the upward diagonal. X times x must equal 24. So this is 40. Take away x squared is 24. We're going to subtract 40. Negative x squared is -16. We're going to divide out the negativity. So x squared is 16. We're going to take square roots of both sides. So x is either plus or minus 4. There's two valid answers there that work, plus or minus 4. And moving forward, that's it. That seems short. Oh well, that's it. I wonder what's missing. Anyways, that's that part. I knew there was another one. Number 7, if A is 2, -1, 7, 9, B is 5, -3, 4, 7, find -2A plus 4B. Yeah, there's this one, then there's a compute the product still. So let's do this. Let's figure out what -2A is. -2A is going to be double everything, make it negative, or change its sign. -4, 2, -14, -18. We're supposed to add to that 4B. So we multiply everything by 4, we get 20, we get -12, we get 16, we get 28. And then we just put things together. -4 and 20 is a positive 16. 2 and -12 is -10. -17 and 16 is -1. -18 and 28 is 10. And the last one on the non-calculator part, compute the product. I am going to hold you accountable for being able to do matrix multiplication by hand, whether you can do it or not. That's not my problem, that's yours. This is a 2 by 3, and she's being multiplied by a 3 by 2, which means she ends up being a small 2 by 2, outside numbers. So it's not that much work. It's really not. Row 2, column 1. So let's go through and do our stuff. Row 1, column 1, 3, -1. Remember to turn it vertical. 3, -1, 0. Now we're going to do this dot product. Multiply across and add down. We'll have a 0. Nice. Row 1, column 2 is the next thing I want to do. 1, 3, -1, column 2, 0, 1, 4. If I multiply across, I get 0, 3, -4. If I add down, we have -1. It's not that bad unless you're one of those kids who thought you could just do math by doing nothing but using photo math throughout high school. For y'all, it's pretty bad. And there's too many of you. Now I'm at row 2, column 1. Row 2 is 2, 0, 4. Column 1 is 3, -1, 0. If I multiply across, I get 6, -6, and a 0. Sum is 0. And finally, I am at row 2, column 2, the last position. So 2, 0, 4, and then 0, 1, 4. I'll get 0, 0, 16. That sums to be 16. And that's it for the non-calculator part. So let me stop this video and get started on the calculator part, which is going to take me a lot longer because it takes forever to push buttons.